Well. One pride. We're going into week 14, and the Detroit Lions are still in the playoff hunt. They're 2 games out of the wild card spot. We'll talk more about that yesterday. The Detroit Lions hosted the Jacksonville Jaguars and beat them 40-14 on their home turf and completely dominated a team where throughout the week you're hearing people say the Jaguars might win it because Trevor Lawrence is playing the best ball of his career. The Jaguars and the Lions are in the same playing field. They're both in a rebuild. Both had the Jacksonville Jaguars had the 1 pick. We had the 2 pick. Both are in similar situations in their rebuild. New head coaches, new foundation, young teams, and the Detroit Lions answered the bell to show you how far away we are from the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we're still in the hunt. 5-7, a lot of ball left, huge games coming up. I'm excited to where with this Detroit Lions team is at. We're having meaningful football games in December, and that is exciting for this young team. One pride, what's going on? It's your boy T, back in it again with another episode of Talking with T. Let's get into it. Let's get after it, man. On this channel, we talk about Detroit sports, and we chase down the best version of ourselves. If that interests you, do me a favor and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow and get in the algorithm, and I really appreciate you for taking the time out of your day to rock with me, T. So let's dive right into this video, man. I'm feeling so good about where this Detroit Lions team is at. We have a huge game coming up against the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday. But let's recap this Jacksonville Jaguars game, and we'll make a preview video against the Minnesota Vikings later in the week. But it's extremely exciting for the Lions to play meaningful football games in December. The home stadium is rocking. Ford Field was rocking yesterday. It was so loud for Trevor Lawrence and them on third down, it seemed like on TV. It's just exciting times to be a Lions fan right now, and the season may be over next week, but guess what? We're going into week 14, and the season's not over yet. We would have thought back in week 8 when we were sitting at 1-5 that the season was way over, but it's not. We're here, and we're still in the mix for a playoff spot. So let's dive right in the video. Yesterday, Deshaun Elliott set the tone for the game. The defense really set the tone for the game. We kicked it to them. We're getting the ball at half, and Jacksonville, first play, they're giving to ETN. He does a little thing. The next play, he runs for 15 yards. Deshaun Elliott cracks him. Then he rips the ball out, and we recover the ball, and then we go score a touchdown. Then we didn't look back. That was complete domination of a game from front to finish yesterday, from start to finish yesterday. The defense set the tone. Deshaun Elliott set the tone for the game, and the Lions just kept rolling yesterday. The defense in the last 5 weeks, we're 4-5 in the last 5 weeks. Even against Buffalo, the defense played pretty solid, except for the end of the game when we let Kirby Joseph was in position for that. I don't even want to talk about that because we lost that game. But right now, the Detroit Lions defense has been rolling. They're playing a lot more confident, and it all started once we beat the Packers, and we beat the Bears, and then we beat the Giants, and then we lost to the Bills, and then now we just beat Jacksonville. But the defense is playing so much better. It wasn't that long ago the other team wasn't having to punt. Yesterday we didn't have to punt. Our defense is playing lights out right now, and it's extremely encouraging because it's all young guys making plays. You got Jeff Okudah making plays. You got Jerry Jacobs making plays. You got Aiden Hutchinson making plays. Know who is really stepping up, who's been a really big key to this defensive turnaround, is Alex Anzalone in the middle. Earlier in the year, even last year, you're like, why is Anzalone our starting linebacker? He was running around with his head cut off, it felt like. But the last few weeks, he made some huge plays yesterday. He made some huge plays on Thanksgiving. He's been tearing it up. Malcolm Rodriguez is making plays. John Kaminsky's making plays. The whole defense is starting to believe in each other that they can shut anybody down, and it's extremely encouraging to watch, and it's just awesome to watch the growth and the development of the defense finally starting to turn the corner and turn up for us. Jared Goff, I hate to say it to you guys, a lot of people think the Lions should draft a quarterback in the beginning of the draft with that Rams pick. Bryce Young's probably going to Houston number 1. Then you got CJ Stroud, Will Levis. Do you really want the Lions to waste a pick on that when you don't? I've watched CJ Stroud the last 2 years. My Michigan Wolverines have destroyed CJ Stroud, and they crack him. When he gets pressure on him, he panics. He's not the same quarterback, and you're going to get hit in the NFL. Is he going to make those same mistakes? Is he the guy? Is that a guy you want to waste that type of pick on when you can draft a defensive lineman from Georgia, that Carter guy, or you can get Will Anderson with those top picks? I'd rather spend it on defense. And I understand everyone thinks you need to get a young quarterback. Young quarterbacks aren't a guarantee that they're going to be successful. I understand we got to move on from Jared Goff. eventually. But I don't want to move on for Jared Goff right now if he's playing the best ball of his career. Yesterday he threw for 340 yards and 2 touchdowns. Let's keep it rolling. And we got him on the salary cap for cheap. I understand we could cut him next year and keep a $10 million dead cap hit. But right now, Jared Goff's playing the best ball of his career, and I would not mind keeping Jared Goff if he could continue to play at this level and continue to play at this rate, man. Jared Goff is playing the best ball of his career, and he may be the quarterback of the future. I know you guys may not want to agree with that, but it is what it is. Jared Goff is balling out right now. And another shout out to DJ Shark. DJ Shark has been kind of banged up throughout the year through injuries. Played pretty good against the Buffalo Bills, and yesterday he had the game of his short stint here with the Detroit Lions. He tore up his former team, the Jacksonville Jaguars. A deep bomb, no him down the sideline. He was just making incredible big catches for us yesterday, keeping drives alive. The Lions had 31 first downs. The offense was clicking yesterday. Ben Johnson, I hate to say it, is probably going to get a head coaching job later in the year because he's just been balling out, calling the offensive plays, man. Amon-Ra St. Brown. You can't say enough about Amon-Ra St. Brown. Just old, reliable. Every time he's just carving defenses up across the middle. If he stays healthy, this Lions wide receiver core stays healthy. The Lions have unlimited options on offense right now. They're finally healthy. The tight ends, Brock Wright or James Mitchell, they're getting open. They're getting the job done. They're catching the balls. Zylstra caught a ball yesterday. The running backs are playing really good. The offense is just rolling, and the offense is healthy, and the offense is clicking, and J-Mo's going to get more and more involved in the offense next week. I'm extremely pumped with where this Detroit Lions team is at. And right now, we're 2 games back of the wild card spot. We're in the playoff picture. We got a huge game coming up against the Minnesota Vikings. Seattle owns the tiebreaker against us. You kind of want them to keep losing. You want the Giants and Washington to keep losing, but they tied yesterday. That might come back and hurt us later in the year. But the Lions probably got to win out this year to even have a realistic chance at the playoffs. But either way, you just keep winning. It's huge for the development of the team, and it keeps the momentum going into next year. I'm extremely excited where this team's at right now. Huge game coming up against the Minnesota Vikings. Let's see where we're at. We should have beat them earlier in the year. We're going to beat them this week. It's your boy T signing out. Have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. One Pride. I'll see you soon.